students, today we will do exercise of chapter 11 force and pressure. So let's start from question number 1. Give two examples each of the situations in which you push or pull to change the state of motion of object. So the answer is push. We close drawer by pushing. We move a wooden box by pushing. And pull, we draw water from a well by pulling the rope. A horse pull a cart. Okay. Now question number 2. Give two examples of situation in which applied force causes a change in the shape of an object. So the answer is when we apply force on a rubber band to stretch it and on clay to change its shape. Now question number 3. Fill in the blanks in the following statements. To draw water from a well, we have to pull at the rope. A charged body attracts an uncharged body towards it. To move a loaded trolley, we have to push it. The north pole of a magnet repels the north pole of another magnet. Now question number 4. An archer stretches her bow while taking aim at the target. She then releases the arrow, which begins to move towards the target. Based on this information, fill up the gaps in the following statements using the following terms. यहाँ कुछ आपको terms दिए हुए हैं, इनका यूज करके आपको इन blanks को fill करना है. Okay? So, to stretch the bow, the archer applies a forces that causes a change in its shape. The force applied by the archer to stretch the bow is an example of muscular force. The type of force responsible for a change in the state of motion of the arrow is an example of a contact force. While the arrow moves towards its target, the forces acting on it are due to gravity and that due to friction of air. ये आंसर दिए हुए हैं, देख लें आप और इसे फिल कर लेंगे उन ब्लैंक्स में. Okay, now question number 5. In the following situations, identify the agent exerting the force and the object on which it acts. State the effect of the force in each case. First, squeezing a piece of lemon between the fingers to extract its juice. Taking out paste from a toothpaste tube. A load suspended from a spring while its other end is on a hook fixed to a wall. An athlete making a high jump to clear the bar at a certain height. So the answer is C. And D number, an athlete making a high jump to clear the bar at a certain height. So answer is agent are fingers, object is lemon. Effect of force changes the shape of lemon. Okay. Agent are fingers of the person squeezing the tube, object is toothpaste tube, and effect of the force can be observed as the paste coming out of the tube. इसमें भी आपका शेप चेंज हो रहा है. एजेंट इज द लोड सस्पेंडेड, object is the spring, and effort can be seen in the form of elongation of spring on suspension of load. इसमें भी shape change हो रहा है. Agent in muscles of athlete, object is athlete himself, and effect of the force changes the state of motion of the athlete. Now question number 6. A blacksmith hammers a hot piece of iron while making a tool. How does the force due to hammering affect the piece of iron? So, the force due to hammering causes the change in the shape of the iron, and iron can be molded in the shape of the required tool. Now question number 7. An inflated balloon was pressed against a wall after it has been rubbed with a piece of synthetic cloth. It was found that the balloon stick to the wall. What force might be responsible for the attraction between the balloon and the wall? Electrostatic force. Okay. Now question number 8. Name the force acting on a plastic bucket containing water held above ground level in your hand. Discuss why the forces acting on the bucket do not bring a change in its state of motion. So the answer is forces acting on bucket are as follows. First, muscular force of arms acting upward. Second, force of gravity acting downwards. Both the forces do not bring any change in the state of motion because both of them are acting in equal and opposite direction and thus they cancel each other's effect. Now question number 9. A rocket has been fired upwards to launch a satellite in its orbit. Name the two forces acting on the rocket immediately after leaving the launching pad. So the answer is the forces that act when a rocket leaves launching pad are as follows. First, gravitational force of the earth downwards. Second, frictional force of air in opposite direction. Okay. Now question number 10. When we press the valve of a dropper with its nozzle kept in water, air in the dropper is seen to escape in the form of bubbles. Once we release the pressure on the bulb, water gets filled in the dropper. The rise of water in the dropper is due to pressure of water, gravity of the earth, shape of rubber bulb, or atmospheric pressure. So the answer is atmospheric pressure. Here your chapter 11 is completed. So write in your fair copy. Okay.